Ushmanzada, and welcome to Drivecast 97, right? 97. I'm pretty sure 98. That's the one
I
right there.
think
That's the
it's
one,
8.
Dad. 98. And today we are going to be discussing Forza 7 because there was a handling thing involved. So we should probably talk about that as well as the new Codemasters IP because Codemasters and what are those people's names from Drive Club? Join
Evolution
force.
Studios.
There you go. That's the name of them. Evolution Studios and Codemasters join forces, so maybe they're making a new IP. So we'll talk about that real quick, and then we also have weird things that we might do before or during or maybe even after recording, as well as if you lose motivation for making YouTube videos, what do you do to get that motivation back, or anything that
That's
you
a
do
good
when you
point.
don't have motivation? Sorry, what did you say?
Why are you reading like that? Is there something wrong with you?
And next up on the list, we have how we cope with having the lack of
Oh my god, past tense. It's past tense. I know you struggle to do English because you're a chink,
no, stop spreading false rumors about me. I am not Asian. So
you
how we
sound
cope
pretty
with
Asian then, to be honest.
you can do the fucking intro if you're gonna just.
Welcome to Drivecast and episode 98. Today we've got plenty of topics. We're going to talk about Forza, Codemasters, some YouTube stuff, as well as your Q&A questions towards the end. That's all you had to say, Nina. That's literally all you had to say. It wasn't that hard. I did that in, about 10 seconds? It literally took you a minute and a half to get that far. So...
I hope people have clicked off already.
That has a negative effect on your channel, though.
Yeah, but I'm
people,
he's not uploading this. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but other people are gonna see it, so there's gonna be like Anyway, Forza 7.
Goodness.
Let's talk about Forza 7 first. So essentially,
Why are you saying that? It's called Forza. It'll be Forza Motorsport 7 or Forza Extreme Sports, and it'll just be snow.
I want them to make a full-on game just dedicated to like off-roading.
I will cry.
Not even like a rally game. No, I don't want it to be rally. I just want it just to be dedicated just to racing off-road.
Oh, Forza Rally 1.
Forza Rally Edition. So essentially, Forza 7 has supposedly like got a leaked like thing. I saw it multiple times in the comments. Like it was more than once, which makes me think it's probably a bit rumored. Essentially, supposedly there's a new like handling physics play thing, and usually they kind of change the handling when they're like updating the game anyway. Like Forza 5 handles a bit different to Forza 6. Question to you guys is, what do you want from the handling? Is there like anything specific you want from this? Keep in mind that they're still going to be on the same engine.
Less understeer.
No, you've never played Forza Motorsports. That's 6 or 5.
I've played Forza Horizon 3. Yes, I have.
I said Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport does not have the same physics engine as Forza Horizon. They're two different.
Yeah, but you said Forza Horizon.
No. We're talking. All right then, but we're talking about Forza 7 and Forza Motorsport 6 feels nothing like Forza Horizon 2 or 3. They're totally different feeling games.
They
totally
feel very, very
different.
similar.
No, they don't.
They
you
do.
are delusional. If you think they feel the same, you're delusional.
You can tell they're on the same engine.
No, you can't.
You can. Don't be so silly. Yes, you can.
The cars are heavy on that game, regardless to if you do them up to stupid speed. It's obviously a lot more.
They may be heavier, but they still
it may be simulation based, but you can still tell there's like similarities.
Okay, I understand. I understand. I agree. But no, I don't know how you're.
You are wrong. I have.
No, stop it for a second. I don't know how you're going to really speak on this if you only
demos.
Alright, fine. I'll be dead then because I totally haven't gone over to
the demos.
This is what I mean about this topic. It's so what?
No, I just played the demos, and the demos is pretty much the final game.
I didn't really.
I've played it over at some friends' houses recently, so I've played the game a little bit.
I honestly don't think there was anything wrong with the physics engine on Motorsport 6. I just think there's other things that it lacks in my personal opinion. It feels like a good game to me.
I've got something to say. I would like it if they went with a bit of more of an arcadey feel. Like Forza 4.
That's true. They should go back in time a bit. They're a bit.
I think simulation, you leave that to Assetto Corsa and you leave that to Gran Turismo. Forza 4 wasn't particularly simulation-y. I understand they want puddles. They like the puddles. You know, the puddles adds to the game. I understand they're aiming for more of a simulation thing now. but I would like it if they would send more Horizon Forza 4, more Forza Motorsport 4, with better physics, simulation arcade physics.
You know they're not going to do that, right?
Yeah, but it's what he wants.
That's what I want. It's what I want. Well, I know what's exactly what's going to happen. It's a bit sad, really.
Yeah.
They're going to make it more simulation based, and I'm going to be like, ooh, oh.
It's Forza. We shouldn't be really expecting much out of it because it's basically just a copy and paste of it.
What do you genuinely? And do you think they're going to do a Porsche pack?
He was talking. He was saying something about every other sequel game that happens in every other series.
Who?
Like other series come up with some mad different shit, which they don't.
Wait, what?
But apparently Forza, all that Forza is a copy and paste.
I didn't finish because Cam was like, "Oh, but I get it."
I was adding on to your point. You were finishing up. I was adding on to your point.
I wasn't finishing. I was in the middle.
It wasn't finished.
Well, go then instead of just speaking.
Okay, so like I was saying, we shouldn't be surprised because it's basically, with Forza, it's just a copy and paste of the previous game with a few added things.
That's what every other sequel is.
But it's very minimal. If you compare 5 to 6, there's very little tweaks. The graphics look better.
Absolute bullshit. Did you play 5?
Yes.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
It handles.
They added a lot in Forza Motorsport 6 from 5. I'm not saying it makes it the best game ever. No, I don't even play it, but it's definitely an upgrade. Definitely that Forza Motorsport 5 felt like shit. Like it was a bad game.
Upgrade from 5, downgrade from 4.
Yeah, but that's what every other game. That's what every Forza game's been in next gen from last gen.
I guess.
Like you said, they got lucky with 4. And it's like they can't do it again because they've had to restart.
You think that now?
I didn't disagree with you when you said it.
Did you not? Oh, you sounded really surprised when I said it. Basically, to reiterate, because this was in a private call, I said that I think they got a bit lucky with the Forza 3-4 engine, and when they went onto the Xbox One and they had to create another engine, they kind of didn't really know what to do. They couldn't really recreate what they did back with 4. That was what I said. Because it doesn't just show in the motorsport games, it shows in the Horizon games as well. Like Horizon 1 ran off the Forza 4 engine as Horizon 2 runs, and Horizon 3 run off the Forza 5 and 6 engine. And you can tell the similarities between Horizon 1 and Forza 4 as you can with Horizon 3 and Forza 6, and you can tell it's down to how the physics and the engine works, and I think they got a bit lucky. So if it's possible and they could step it back to Forza 4 levels, that would be nice. Also, less esports. I don't give a shit about esports. I understand it's simulation and stuff. I would say the same about Gran Turismo, to be honest. I understand, but less esports. I'm sick of it. I'm not gonna join esports. That's just not really me. Add some more fun modes. Add the football mode that they had in Forza 4 that came with that Top Gear pack. That was fucking hilarious. And more much more fun modes. Why? Just because it's a track racer doesn't mean it has to be boring. I mean, that's how I see it. Because
sure,
you can go around a track a million times, but it's a bit more. That's what Forza had over Gran Turismo. It had a bit more. It had the customization. It had these fun modes like Infected King, and now it's it's not really the same.
I mean, it has Infected King now, but it's just, I don't know. I personally, for me, it isn't the physics that were an issue with me on the motorsport series after 5. I feel like 6, when I first initially played 6, I was like, shit, this isn't awful. I'm able to play it, but I'm just a bit bored of the same maps and stuff, and the tracks were all boring, and I don't know, it was just a bit bland, and the game itself
a bit oversteery though. Do you not think? Compared to 4, if you compare it to 4, if you used an MR car in S1 and 2, it wouldn't slide ridiculous if you were careful with the throttle, but it still slides pretty ridiculously.
I don't know. It doesn't stand out for me like it does.
Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just something I look at, because I don't know. Maybe it's just something I look at, but I feel like when I go back to 4, there's a distinct difference between the oversteer. But that's all I have to say. Anyway, is there anything else you want to say before we move on? Right, Codemaster's new IP. Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. Also, I want to apologise for my 5 FPS camera. Although at the same time, it adds character to the podcast.
It looks washed as fuck. Why is your colour so like?
I couldn't install the drivers for some reason. I don't think I can install the drivers because of reasons. Anyway, Codemaster's new IP. Evolution Studios, they got canned and now they're making a new game with Codemasters. Do you think it's going to be a new IP, a dirt game, a grid game? And what do you want inside of it? That was me going inside.
Chicken wings and fries. We don't go on dates.
Right, on to the next note. So, what do you want from it then? Answer. I'm giving you the lung. Well, go on then.
Alright, I guess I'll go then, because
You wanted. I saw that you was gonna say something, and then you stopped. I saw it.
Oh, I didn't want. Anyway, so Codemasters, I think they're gonna mix. They're gonna be blood brothers. I think they're gonna mix their blood, get HIV, and they're gonna combine forces, and they're gonna make a Drive Club X Dirt X grid game, something among those lines. I think.
Have to involve a disease.
Because if you probably spit in each other's bloodstreams and you fucking do that together, you might get HIV. Anyway, yeah, so it's gonna be an HIV child, and it's gonna be good.
Can you explain what you mean by Grid X? Drive Club
It's basically gonna have characteristics from each game into one game, is what I think.
So you think it's gonna be a new IP?
Yes, I think it is going to be a new IP.
A new IP. A new IP. What about you, Jay? Safine? Joe's line.
Same. I agree with that. I feel like Codemasters, they got the grid, they got the dirt, they got the grid. But the grid is to make another grid. So, I feel like they're going to come with something new. If they come with something new, I can imagine it's going to be a good game. They don't make bad games, So, I know. I want to see something fresh, you know what I'm saying? They got potential over that Evolution. So, they can't do nothing with that. They got to make something new, something stanky, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of engine they use over at the Evolution, if they can bring that with them, if they can develop something similar to make, because that game was probably the best looking game on next gen for that time. I'm not even gonna lie, that game made me moist. I was gonna buy a PS4 for that game. Best believe I was gonna buy a PS4, but I didn't buy a PS4 because they canned Sony just slapping their developers in their face. They're just like, no, you can't do that, and just slapping them Japanese like, but you got Nintendo, them Japanese niggas. I don't know what they're smoking over there. But
How have we missed that topic of Nintendo Switch? And also, how have we not mentioned the fact CJ's not here after 15 minutes? He's that irrelevant. We haven't even mentioned him not being here.
I was gonna say that after we're done talking about this topic, I was gonna say we should probably mention why CJ isn't here.
Yeah. Anyway, can I go, or do you want to say something more, Jay?
In conclusion, they're gonna come with something good. I'm telling you, they're gonna come with something good. I want something like, I call it open world. I don't know if they do that because they're more track racers. So I don't know.
You sounded like a child. Track racers.
I don't know if they would step out of that comfort zone. Danger zone. But I really want to see something fresh. I'm bored of these games. That's why I want Need for Speed to be in Japan for so. I want to be there so much because I want diversity. I want something fresh. I want new streets, new lights, new looks, new roads.
And fuck you, cunts who hate that idea.
I don't give a fuck what you think, nigga. That's what I want. I'm a
irrelevant.
I'm a consumer. I tell you what I want. Yeah, consumer. I pay my money to get that form. I want form.
Foam?
Yeah,
if you
disagree with the fact that Need for Speed should be in Japan, if you disagree with that, you're wrong.
I think they're gonna come with a new IP. I agree. I think it's gonna be a mix of what they did with Drive Club, but on all spectrum. So with Grid, you've got your lower end cars, you've got your RX-7s, you've got your S2Ks and all that kind of stuff. But then you've got your higher end stuff, with your 458s and your stuff. I think they're going to make a grid type game. Maybe. And maybe a grid type game, but it's not so much about you being a race car driver. It's about you, driving these nice cars, you owning them, kind of like PGR in a way. Like a PGR-esque game. That's what I think they're going to come out with. Our Drive Club -PGR XXX. That's what I think it's going to be. And I think they're going to come in with their own physics. I think they're going to come in with that beautiful graphics. I think they're going to come in with that photo mode, ISOs, shutter speeds. Can even like Photoshop a penis in. Yeah.
Right.
I thought you were going to grab
nothing in life
something
but to be legit, but don't quote me, boy, because I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, I think they're gonna come with the fire. They're gonna come with that hot fire. When do you think we're gonna see it? That's one question.
Just a quick disclaimer. We are sponsored by Ocean Spray. I hope this gets taken down.
It's funny because it won't affect our channels.
Why do you guys wish death upon me? Why do you guys actually wish like this? God, these are friends. These are friends I have.
I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you fuck with me, I put my foot in your ass.
Hey!
I just copyright strike all your videos. I manually copyright strike all your videos for songs that you didn't use. I'd like message like that guy who made Dangerous, and I'd be like, this nigga's used it and it's not even released, and then I'd be like, oh god.
I'm sure you used it as well.
He doesn't need to know that. He doesn't need to know
song that. On the same type of video in the same week as I did.
Was it the same week?
Your cat, yes.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't the same week. That took me ages. That took me weeks to make.
I think it was in the same time. It was in the same time period. Outlawed, was it?
Yes.
You
unoriginal. Oh God, you've just got some people really horny out there. Anyway. Yeah. When do you think it's gonna release? When do you think it's gonna release? I must say
2018.
28. You stole my answer. You
Yeah.
You rid my head. You rid my head.
Do you think they'll have something to present at E3? Probably not.
Maybe like a teaser. If we're lucky. Like a teaser.
Imagine this is your tip. They're gonna be like, oobble, oobble, oobble.
E3 is genuinely going to be very, very interesting.
They're literally just gonna have a car just doing a burnout, and then that's it.
New
just the wheel.
I think this is going to be the horniest E3 yet.
The horniest E3 yet.
The horniest E3 yet.
I think it could be pretty. Is it going to be? I mean, 2015 was pretty horny.
Are you telling me if Need for Speed is you're watching and
initial? You got to keep in mind though, 2015 coming from Rivals, that was like a
wait.
I understand.
This is a what if scenario. What if that like lead guy for EA came up onto
Marcus
the EA
Nielsen?
press conference stage at E3? No, the main EA guy, the British dude.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
He comes out and he's like, all right, so we have some breaking news coming out of our Ghost Games studio. We are announcing that Ghost Games are going to be disbanding from EA and they are no longer right.
And what they say, Criterion are now working on Need for Speed games, and it comes up with a Hot Shoot 2017.
We have been working on this for approximately 6 weeks, and we are very proud of our craft.
Do you know how I would actually kill myself?
Imagine the developers they've purposely made to do Need for Speed get canned. the ones they actually built to make Need for Speed get canned. That's like making like the ingredients for a sandwich and then just throwing the sandwich away when it's made. That's literally like the same thing. Yeah, E3 is gonna be good. E3 will be good. I think.
I just want new rape physics. That's all.
Wow, they're just gonna come out and it's gonna be like, go! And then there's gonna be like, they're gonna be in a car park and they're gonna be drifting in the car park and it's gonna be like.
That's so cliche. I want more airy feel. I want shivers when I'm playing that game. To be honest. Honestly.
So you don't want an angry Japanese man go, go!
Yeah, obviously, but I want something like maybe to do with the Yakuza. I just want something a bit more.
Ooh, now that's a good.
I want it to feel illegal. That's the whole point. That's always been the Need for Speed for me, like cops. That type of stuff.
GTR police cars. GTR police cars.
Yeah, that type of shit.
Like you can start off like with like 180s. That's very unrealistic. No, maybe not 180s. It doesn't even have to be like in Japan specifically. It could be an Americanized Japan in that way.
No, it needs to be in Japan. If it's not, I'm gonna kill myself.
Wait. I have a question. How would Americanized Japan work?
It's a fictional place, isn't it? It doesn't have to exist.
No, but explain it, because I'm very lost.
Right. So because you have your mountain areas, which are like Japan, and then you have your Chinatown, which is China, and then you have your main area, which is like the town center.
Yeah, but Chinatown in Japan.
A fictional place.
No.
Fictional place.
That's why I don't want that.
It can be called Tokyo City.
No, I genuinely just want Japan.
Yeah, I do too. I'm with Jay.
What cars would they use? They could actually haven't they got those Nissan police car things?
What do you mean? What cars would they use
for the police cars? I'm trying to think of it in my head.
Type in Japanese police cars, retard.
No, but obviously when you get to heat level 5, you're not going to want to use those shitty police cars, are you? You're going to want higher ends.
GTA, I'm pretty sure
use those two. There needs to be something in the middle. Because in Most Wanted, it didn't just go from the Crown Vic to the Corvette. 9 has gone.
From where?
His webcam's just turned off.
I'm back.
I'll just Google Japanese police cars.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm seeing RX-7s, GTRs, R34s.
Are they customized though?
I don't know.
They're probably customized.
I see when I type in Japanese police cars, the first 4 that come up are GTR, Subaru Impreza, Honda NSX, Mazda RX-8, etc. I can imagine the RX-8 because I feel like I talk about this a lot. In Need for Speed World, they have a police edition of a Japanese police edition of the RX-8. I remember that.
Why do their cop cars look like penguins?
I don't know.
And I don't believe an RX-8 is an actual police car they use.
Why? Why don't you believe a Japanese car isn't a car?
Do you see F-types going around in the UK?
No, but
that's not even on the same level.
How are you comparing an RX-8 to an
F? That's the same level as an NSX.
No, who said NSX?
No, I said NSX a minute ago.
Yeah, but you said RX-8. How is an RX-8?
Okay, in that case, you don't see Focus RSs going around.
And then, hold up. This is kind of contradicting your point because you said you wouldn't mind if it was in a fictional Japan. Then why does it matter what cars are police cars?
Because I'm saying this because you said you wanted it in Japan, and if you wanted it in Japan, you need Japanese police cars to set them to fit the set.
Use any random Japanese. Use a Crown Vic if you want to. I don't think that would really have that massive effect on it. You get the nerds like CJ like, they don't even have these cars in Japan. Who cares? They're retards. They're just gonna go.
These police cars do look legit. I'm looking at it right now. They do look legit. Like that GTST thing looks pretty legit.
I think they are. I genuinely think they are. It wouldn't be that outlandish, to be honest.
It's oh my god. The thing is, they could. We talk about this every week, basically, don't we? We talk about this every week. There's so much they could do, but I don't want to talk about this because we're gonna have to do this tomorrow.
I want to talk about how it triggers people that we have an opinion on where we want a game that we're going to buy. I find that mad. How can you get mad about someone? How?
I completely agree.
If someone said, I want Need for Speed to go back to its rival days, I'm going to say you're a retard. But I ain't getting triggered about it. If you want it to be there, fair enough. Whatever. But
I wouldn't mind if it was in America, but Japan makes so much sense.
Japan makes sense because they've been doing the same formula for how many years?
I would be a bit disappointed if it wasn't.
I think it is like with Need for Speed. I feel like I want it to be in Japan just because one, it's been in the US for so many years, and two, it makes sense because all of these articles that they have that link to speed hunters, they're always like in Japan, and like Need for Speed take inspiration from like all of these articles and shit. Just I wouldn't understand why it wouldn't be in Japan. They've hinted at it so much that it's just like it has to be there.
True.
No, I agree. C1 loop meets, then you get the Tokyo like dockyards, and then you can get the inner city areas, then you can get the actual high-rise car parks and.
Brainwave. Just imagine. Well, I'm just gonna make you wet for a minute. Just imagine.
Don't, Dad.
You know, they go down the carbon route, and you can make your own like freaking gang or crew or club or whatever you want to call it, and you can make your own logo, you can make your own name, you can design your own club hat. Why? Come on now, come on! Why am I not working for these niggas? Get me a job. I need money. Get me a job. I have ideas. I'll call
take down the Yakuza. That's a story right there. That's a legit story right there.
It's a bit gay, but who cares? It's Need for Speed.
You could make that legit. What if?
No, I feel like if they made that a legit story, the Yakuza would actually try and track down the Need for Speed developers and kill them.
I'm pretty sure the Yakuza aren't a thing anymore. Well, not as big as they used to be.
No, they are. They definitely are.
They're not.
No, they are.
Because they was anti-Yakuza laws put in
and you think because the police said, "Oh no, Yakuza," they're just gonna say, "Oh no, that's it, guys. We have to close down." No, there are Yakuza. They're just very, very low key about it. There definitely is still a gang called Yakuza.
What it used to be. That's why you don't see any people like remember the Midnight Club group. They used to be public about it. Now it's like that's why it is.
Why do you? All right. So what about the KKK? You think that doesn't exist anymore?
It's not as prevalent as was in the 1960s.
The KKK definitely exists.
I'm telling you. And is it as prevalent as it was in the 1960s? Yes or no?
Because they can't be. They can't be. It's illegal.
Because of the anti-Yakuza.
But that doesn't mean they don't exist.
I never said they didn't exist. I said they're less prevalent.
Nigga, they're still there though.
I know they're still there, but I didn't say that. I said they're less prevalent, which means less of an impact, which is true.
I want them to just come out again, start killing people.
All I'm saying is you build a crew, and then the Yakuza come after the crew, and they start the one by one. Everyone goes, and then it's just you.
Sounds like the plot to Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Did they kill people? They only killed Han though.
No, there was no murder, but the whole point was to take down DK. DK was a nephew of someone at the Yakuza, like a higher.
Do it. I don't care. That's a fucking amazing story. You could change that Need for Speed. Like the thing is, if it was your own crew as well, and like if they actually did good character development like they did in Undercover.
That's what I'm saying. They've had a lot of time to develop this game now, so I'm saying I want some depth to the game. I feel that's what the last one lacked was depth. It didn't have any. It was very shallow in terms of like story.
You could even go down like the Blacklist route or the Carbon route, where you've got main bosses in the Yakuza that you need to beat before going up. And they could have some sick cars, You could put what's his name? The guy in the Lambo, flashy Lambo boy. Murahashi. He's part of the Yakuza. I'm pretty sure.
You just said they're not. Oh.
They're not as prevalent. I just know that off by heart because.
This nigga drives around in a freaking neon light up, beep beep in your face Lamborghini, and you're telling me that he's in the Yakuza. You don't even live in Japan, and you're telling me that.
I think he might have. I remember seeing it in that GoPro video. It was either he used to be or he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I want it to spread in me anyway. That's a fantasy of mine.
But the thing is, I don't know how he would take it if they lost in like the main thing. Like maybe he'd be like, no disrespect to Yakuza, and he'd be like, oh shit.
I remember watching that GoPro video. I think it was on a Skype call, and Cam was like, "Oh yes, Murahashi getting that pussy in the fucking passenger seat."
He goes around with those young girls. He's like seeing that Asian pussy. He's like, "Nina, come over here."
Yes, he has those scissor doors up and shit.
Yeah, scissor doors up, and he's just like fucking just having the girl like scissor the door, like actually scissor the door while he's driving. Yeah, there's places they could take that. Anyway, is there anything else before we want to move on that we want to come about?
Honestly, I lied about that. I want it to be in Australia.
I want him to go off-roading. I want him to do the whole Horizon thing, like snow expansion. If there's no snow expansion, I'm gonna cry. I want to see like the main area. I want it to be like 80% dirt, 20% road.
No, they actually did a snow expansion and it was in like the mountains of Fuji Mountain or something, and it was like mountains. It actually could.
If it wasn't off road and it was actual asphalt, I don't want no snow on the floor. If you're seeing snow on the floor, you tripping. I want to see road. I want to see asphalt. But if they did an expansion to Mount Fuji, Toge expansion.
Fuji expansion, lick my punction.
Not even Fuji. You can have like an extra add-on, like a story add-on, and you can have like mountain battles, like carbon mountain battles, and there could be like a blacklist 15 of mountain battle bosses you need to go and beat.
It would be insane
Nigga,
if
Ghost, just give me money and I'll give you ideas. Carry on, Nina.
I'm just saying it would be insane if that was one of the parts of one of the main parts of the game. If the mountain areas were about as big as like all of the Need for Speed Carbon routes together.
It's not even that though. It's like if you had bosses, you could have a canyon boss, you could have like a street drift boss, you could have a circuit boss.
I wasn't talking about bosses. I'm talking about the map.
Oh yeah. Well, I imagine if it's in Japan, then they're gonna have that. Like that's gonna happen. I mean, it happened in the last one.
Which one was it? It was the one in the south, not the north one. The south one that had very Japan-esque
what was it called?
El Rey. That's what it's called.
El Rey, and then the other one in the top, which was like Americanized. But like, yeah, they have done it. I mean, it would be cool if you could fall off only in battles. I feel like not doing it in battle, like if you just could fall off, that was pointless. It adds nothing. But when you're in battles and you fall off, that makes a lot more sense. But then you're gonna have those niggas moaning like, why can I fall off in free roam? It's because
I don't think that's gonna happen because all drive, if that's still a thing.
It won't be.
I don't think it will be.
I swear they said that you can play offline.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they said it, but I think it only makes sense having like all the people that said that all the people that said that they were moaning about always online. It's a stupid idea for them to put it in. I don't think it makes a lot of sense.
Definitely.
I think in the next one, if they did, it would just it would upset a lot of people. I think if they did listen, it just doesn't make sense. Go on.
I think I just imagine that up.
Like I imagine in the next game, I imagine what they would do. It would be like, because realistically, because the thing is, it's anti-piracy as well. That was the reason why All Drive was there originally. So maybe, I don't know. I feel like it would be better if it was separated. If there was if the single player could actually pause in single player.
That, and also I want the next game to take the same route as, if you remember how the drag races worked, you got put into your own session.
Yeah. But I feel like that should happen with all races.
No, that's what I mean. I said with all events, I feel like they should take the drag event route where you get put into your own session.
And then Underground 2 style like barriers. Like, remember the red like arrow barriers?
I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to do checkpoints.
And then more shortcuts as well. More shortcuts. I wouldn't mind a Midnight Club-esque kind of like there's just there's checkpoints everywhere, and you choose how you get to those checkpoints. That would be really cool.
Yeah, man. It's all. I mean, like, I'm open to lots of stuff.
I much preferred that checkpoint like method from Midnight Club than like just having a track, because there's so many little areas you could nip through. There's probably like shortcuts that the devs didn't even think of that you could probably take in that game. Like, especially, remember the red light races?
Yeah.
Imagine that in Need for Speed. That'd be sick. And that actually promotes good drivers who play the game, because you have to know the map for red light races. Do you remember when you had to constantly pause to know where you were on the map when you first started? Oh, that's a good way to learn the map.
I've actually done that recently, where if I went on the Nightclub LA, it was actually like a few months ago. I went on there again. I haven't played it. I haven't touched it in since 2009, and I was playing it. I think Cam froze.
Nope.
Cam's definitely dead. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, he's back. I think he's back. He ain't talking. I don't even know what I was talking about.
Midnight Club LA, you haven't touched it in ages, red light race.
What?
Oh. I don't understand.
You froze for like 10 seconds.
No, it was more than that.
You were like.
I saw you guys talk. Nothing changed from my end.
No, it definitely changed for us.
On my end, you were like just saying Cam's froze. I'm like, huh?
No, we didn't even hear you. Anyway, so like I was playing that like last year for like the first time since like 2009, 2010, and I just had to look at the map back and forth because I haven't played it in that long. Like I just forgot the map.
What other new modes could they add?
Hey.
There's a lot. There could be like Speed Trap, which is one. Lap Knockout. Like bring back some old Need for Speed ones.
Those
Like
eliminator races.
Oh yeah,
Elimination races. And you could even do like for the bosses. You remember in Undercover you had to take down the bosses.
Yeah.
That could work. Well
I don't know. That's very burnouty. Or Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Undercover did it, and they did it well. I think they did it well. If it was in a pursuit, it would make like you had to like hit a pursuit breaker on them or something.
Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like if they do bring back a lot of this stuff, a lot of people are gonna be happy, but there's gonna be like those few who are just gonna be complete retards and say, "You copying Black Box, you copying the old game." Fuck, it's still Need for Speed. I don't get that argument.
They're irrelevant. They don't matter. Those people are just dickheads and irrelevant. Also, skipping crash cams is important. That's something that needs to be.
Yes.
No,
Well, no, not even including it. Yeah, there you go. Not even.
No, I feel like because there's gonna be. I feel like if you can skip it, there's no issue.
I don't feel like we need to see our car tumble and crash. I don't want to. I don't want to be reset onto the road. I don't like it.
Like I said, Most Wanted did it really well. 2005, that is.
Then again, that's Most Wanted.
Different type of game.
2005.
If the physics are a bit better, maybe. I just wouldn't. I just personally now would prefer if they weren't put in.
Like when you crash into cars in Underground and stuff, and it slowed down and it hit it. Remember?
Yeah,
that could work. And those are skippable anyway. Like if it's skippable, you get the best of both worlds. So it stays there for the people who want it, and then if you don't want it, just press B and you can go past it.
What retards want it?
Well, obviously, there is still that group of Criterion people who want it.
They're not dead.
I don't want it, but like skipping it would be a better option, I think, if you're going to think about the overall player base. That's why the whole tuning bar was there. A bit irrelevant because you had to kind of drift anyway, but
it's pointless though. Like, it's not Hot Pursuit anymore. It's not Most Wanted. It's pointless. It's not Burnout.
No, but Most Wanted 2005 did it. That's the thing. It's not just this game.
What happened to Most Wanted? I don't remember.
When you go into like roadblocks, when you crash into traffic cars,
well, that's different.
Traffic cars. Underground 2 did it if you crash into a traffic car, it'd go in slow mo and then like it show you crashing.
Yeah, but I don't want a Burnout crash cam. That's my point. I don't want a Need for Speed 2015 crash cam where you can't even see the fucking car when you crash. I don't want that. Yeah, I just don't want crash cams. Period.
If they're gonna do it, at least show me with my car. I don't mind if it's skippable. If it's skippable, then it doesn't bother me. It's like whatever, best of both worlds. And then like if you just need it, like even little things like if you're playing single player and it comes up and you need a second just to take a drink, like a little thing, but like
that's pretty big.
This nigga's just stinking.
I don't know. If there's
you need to take a second to take a drink.
Yeah, if you just crash and you're like, I don't know.
Also, it's the worst when you're playing Need for Speed and you have like an itchy nose. That's the worst.
Itchy nose.
Itchy doorbell rings.
Itchy balls.
Manscaping for that. That's fine. Anyway, is there anything else to say before we go on to the next thing?
We should talk about CJ isn't here because he's a little pussy. He got a headache. He's like, oh no, I don't want to join, and then he left.
Basically, he doesn't love you guys like we do.
Yeah,
pretty much. He basically values his mental health more than you guys, basically.
And there's like nothing there in terms of mental health. So
yeah, he's pretty much broken as a person. So Nintendo Switch, one to Switch.
Luca literally tries to make his body a number 2. Oh.
Where do we start?
Wait, did I miss that? When my computer crashed, did I miss that?
That was when you left, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, damn it.
Where do we start? Where do we start with this? It's very Japanese. I'll give him that much. It's very Jap. Jay, you're a big advocate for the Nintendo Switch. I'm on the fence.
The reason why, okay. There's only one reason.
Wait. I'm gonna let you finish. You're a big advocate for the Nintendo Switch. I'm on the fence, and I think Nana, you're kind of just you don't like mind. You're not gonna get one, so you just don't care. So, go finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
The reason why I'm interested is because I am a gamer, I'm not scared to play things that I'm not used to. I'm not scared to try different things. The only reason I don't have a PS4 right now is because I am broke. If I had the money to buy a PS4, I would have by now. There are a lot of games that I want to play on there. There are games coming up that I want to play. God of War is one that I'm very interested in when I was watching it at E3. Is it that one that I've totally forgot? It's like robots and the bitch with shed ginger hair and they were like electronic animals, and they were shoot. I cannot remember, but it was
Horizon.
a presentation. Yeah, there you go. That interested me. So there are games that I want to play, but the reason why I'm so interested in Nintendo Switch is because it's totally different to what I'm used to now. It's a totally different gaming experience, and one that I haven't played since I was little. I haven't played a Nintendo console since the Wii, and I didn't play that much. That was like a family console. I didn't have one myself because it just didn't interest me. I was a little boy, and it just didn't. It didn't like I was into like cars and stuff, and I didn't see any of that with that or guns. I didn't see anything that interested me as a child to want that.
The GameCube or Wii? Did you say?
The Wii. I had the GameCube. Harry Potter and the
Wii as a child. You didn't play Wii Sports?
No. I did.
Wii Sports was my jam.
But it wasn't in my bedroom. It wasn't my console, if you know what I mean. Does that make any sense? It was a family household console. I didn't have one in my room. So I understand that to me that's why I want to, because it seems like it may not be suited to everyone, but it seems like they're trying to branch out to other people now. Yes, they could have just come out with the GameCube, but they've still got to cater to the people that are into Nintendo now, and a lot of people that are into Nintendo now are casual people. They're not people that are hardcore gamers. If they just throw them off and say, fuck you, we're just making one for hardcore gamers, then they're going to lose a lot of their audience and a lot of their money. So I feel like with the Nintendo Switch, what they've tried to do is capture everyone into the same boat.
Do you think the Xbox One and PS4 are hardcore gamer consoles?
No, but they're a lot less. They're a lot less family-based consoles. They're trying to. I can definitely tell that they're trying, but their market isn't family. Xbox's market isn't family, and neither is PlayStation's.
Xbox especially. I think Sony more so. Ratchet and Clank.
Nah, man. A PlayStation isn't bought for the living room for the family to play. A Wii is. Let's be real here.
Right. I'm gonna explain my thing. You've explained your base. Nintendo. The Wii was good. It was one of those consoles. It sold a lot because it was a family thing. It was the most selling console of all time, which is like, it wasn't a failure, but it kind of didn't really have the lasting appeal as an Xbox 360 or PS3 did. And the hardcore people were kind of left behind. The exclusives were good. I'll say Mario Galaxy was one of the best games I played on the Wii. Mario Kart, whatever. But then they lost third-party support, and then the Wii U happened. Not the Wii U was a shambles, failure.
It was garbage.
And then that kind of fucked them up because now they're in the middle of a console cycle, and they're releasing consoles. So then you've got to think about the competition in the middle of a cycle. Now you've got the PS4 Pro out, you've got the Xbox Scorpio out, you've got the PS4 normal one, the PS4 Slim, the Xbox Slim, the Xbox One, not the fat one. That's like what, 6 other consoles that have been released, and now you're coming into the fray. My issue is it's almost £300 without any accessories and any games, and it's not as powerful as the PS4 Pro, but it's more expensive than a normal PS4 is by £100. Understand it's new, but it's still £100. That's a lot of money. And then the accessories are a lot as well. The Joy-Con things are like $80, $70-$80, and then like you can buy them separately as well and stuff. It's a bit confusing. There's a lot of variation what you can do with the accessories. So it's expensive to buy. If you want to get a game, and if you want to get like an extra controller, you're going to be splashing a lot of money. I reckon about £400-ish if you want to do that. Maybe £350, £400-ish.
I'm very confused when you say that you have a problem with it being £300 when it's a new console, but then again, how much was the Xbox at launch?
But the thing is, it's 2016. Those that to make an Xbox One then was a lot more expensive to make an Xbox One now, because the hardware is 5 years old. They are using 5-year-old hardware, and they are pricing it for what, £50 less than a PS4
How do you know
Pro
it's 5-year-old hardware?
That's what I'm
The
thinking.
release specs. It doesn't do any better than 1080p. which is £50. Yeah, like I said, £50 less than the PS4 Pro, which it can output 4K kind of. The Xbox Scorpio will be able to do native 4K. So the hardware is old. Now I'm not like, I don't give a shit for FPS. If you watch me, you'll know that like I much prefer to play on console because it's just an easier job. But it's the fact that they're selling it for so much. I understand the exclusive, nigga. Those exclusive, they're gonna be popping. I see you, Super Mario GTA. I see you. But like, is there really like enough? Like the third parties, I understand they've got a lot of third parties on it. It's just gonna see how people cope with it. It's the fact they're coming in halfway through a generation. It's kind of fucked them up. The whole Wii U system fucked them up because now they're coming in halfway through a generation, and it costs more than the competition. It's no better specs wise than the competition. Really, like, the reason why you would buy it is for the exclusives, which are looking strong-ish. I wouldn't say they're as strong as the Wii. Like, well, maybe not at launch. Maybe after, like, obviously it's very early to say.
I don't think they've shown everything yet.
The Zelda game looks good, and the Mario game looks good. And even no, this is just them two actually. I was about to say Sonic, but Sonic looks shit. I've played that game already. It just looks like another Sonic game, like a 2D platform. It would have been good if it was a 3D Sonic game. Then we're in 2017. But I don't need another 2D Sonic game. I've played that on my web browser back in year 6. I don't need.
What needs to happen is Sega needs to come back with something.
We can talk about that in a minute.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
But for me, I'm very spectacle because of the Wii U, and then. It's a bit overpriced for the accessories, and I don't know what to think. It doesn't even come with a Pro controller. It comes with that stupid Joy-Con thing. I don't want that. I want a controller. I want to hold a controller in my hand. I understand. I understand if you're like a family or a little kid and you don't want to have a controller in my hand, but that's not me. I want to have a controller in my hand.
They look like little kid controllers.
How am I going to hold on to it? It's like literal. I would say that's probably the size of a Joy-Con, right? That's probably the. How am I going to hold on to that? Like, I don't know. I understand you Japanese niggas got small hands, but come on. Come on. You're selling this to the Americans and the British people as well, please. But yeah, that's how I see it.
Legit, the controller is about the size of my palm or a little less. Like that.
It would fit
thing's
you perfectly.
Small as shit.
It would fit you perfectly, but. You know, for the
Americans,
for like CJ, and then for like UK people, it's like, ugh. Nah, I think that's just the webcam fucking up. No, but anyway, like you said, if Sega were coming,
I want to die.
You can legit hear him banging his head. Sega Dreamcast 2, please. Dreamcast 2. The Dreamcast was the best thing ever. The exclusives on there were banging. They had. Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, they had all the Tokyo Extreme Racer games. So many games on that console, it was ridiculous. Nintendo, they can come out with Defire. They're coming out with Mario Kart. But again, the thing is with Mario Kart is I've played a lot of it already.
Have you ever played it with us? That would be hilarious.
That's true, but you got to keep in mind, I played it on the DS and I played it on the Wii. And I played it a lot. The thing is with Mario Kart is when you first play it as a child, it's wow, what's going on? It's just so enjoyable. And it's definitely a game you can just go into and just sit and play. Like, it's definitely that type of game. But is it a system seller for me?
No, but like it's that upon other things, I guess. And
there needs
like,
to be a system seller. There's not a system seller yet. And then they're also their whole paying for online system shit. They're basically doing it so you get a free game for a month, but it's only for that month. It's a month trial. So after that month, you have to pay for it.
Oh.
I think they read it wrong. They were on the Xbox site and they just read it wrong and they were like, "Oh, that's how they do it." And then they're just like, obviously, Japanese, can't read English and stuff. That's why they got the shit translators on the stream.
Hold on, where is Nino?
He bashed his head and died.
All right.
But yeah, there needs to be a system seller. I'm hoping there is. I hope that they come out with a Super Mario Galaxy, or they come out with a 3D Sonic game, or something like that. But until that happens, I'm not interested really. I'm gonna keep an eye on it though.
I know what you're saying. I feel
the same. Support. I want to see if third parties can actually trust Nintendo again.
Well, they can.
They didn't with the Wii U.
All those companies they've got all those licenses now.
But we just got to last as well. If it's just another Wii U, because Wii U had support at the start.
Oh.
Or he's coming back to life. Is he coming back to life, or is he just gonna stay on the floor? He was definitely like picking his nose, or he's like wanking, or he's on his phone or something. Like he's definitely been doing like something low key. Attention, fucking whore. Right. Anything you want to say?
Racing Channel Podcast.
We should start that off. We should start off every Drivecast with "Welcome to your #1 racing podcast."
Okay.
Anyway, is there anything else to say on Nintendo Switch?
No, there's not really much anymore. No more.
Weird. Okay, I feel like we're gonna hit an out. Do we still want to go for all this? I'm dying. It's 3:30, and I kind of want to go to bed. So
I kind of want to eat.
You want to eat?
I'm not tired at all, guys. I don't want him to go to bed. I need to play Rainbow Six with someone, so I'm gonna try and keep him up. How do you cope with the lack? How did you cope? Oh no, sorry. What do you do when you lack motivation when it comes to YouTube? I am going for a drought right now.
Can I explain what I like, the backstory behind why I was thinking of that? I'm going to do it anyway, regardless of what you're going to say. So basically, I came up with this topic because of the lack of racing games over this past year. And there's been very many points when I'm thinking,
my t-shirt's on backwards.
I'm speaking, do you mind?
My t-shirt was on backwards. Oh, you two are fucking boring.
Anyway, basically, when Horizon was like, and I was alone, and I was like, I don't really like Horizon too much. I'm not gonna play that. I was like, what do we do? And I was like, motivation. Carry on, Jay.
That didn't need to be explained.
Boring.
I'm going for a drought. It has nothing to do with games. Forza, for my content, Forza is beautiful. Need for Speed is beautiful. The grid is entertaining to play, so I can manage to do gameplay videos on that. My tag is pissing me off. So making videos isn't an issue for me. I can still make a good ass cinematic when it comes to those games because it allows me to. So it isn't that stops me. It isn't the music that I try and find. It isn't time, because I know there is a time when I can record and I'm not interrupted. I don't know what it is. I genuinely don't know what it is, and I don't know.
I am same.
What?
Is that your foot?
That's my sock.
Oh.
I don't know what to say with it because I just don't know what stops me. Honestly, I don't. I wish I could say, oh, it's this. I don't have the right amount of snacks. I don't have the right, fruit delivered to me, fresh fruit. I don't have my feet massaged at the right time. I don't have my back massaged at the right time. I don't have my dick beat at the right time. I don't have...
That doesn't help if you beat your dick, because then you get tired afterwards, and I've noticed that. Anyway, kind of.
I don't know what stops me.
I don't.
Okay.
Honestly, I cannot explain this to you. I don't know. I just sometimes come... Yeah.
For me, I haven't uploaded since Christmas Day with Jay. I did a video with Jay. I said...
Oh, no, I'm not that bad.
I was like, hey, Jay, yeah, Christmas rap. And we're like, yeah, let's do a Christmas rap challenge. And we did that. And to be fair, leading up to that point where I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks back in December, where I came back with a GTA video. I think it was on the Lamborghini Huracan. And I was like, well, I've been like counting my days, like, okay, it's been 15 days since Apple. It's been 16 days. With me, since Christmas, time has legit flown by so fast. I haven't even been counting days. I'm like, oh, I haven't uploaded in 2.5 weeks. I should probably get on that, which I am to...
It's been 3 weeks since Christmas now, yes.
Well, Saturday is when I'm going to upload, because tonight I'm going to be editing a video after we're done hanging out, and I'm going to go... Whoa, free promotion! What is this, like 50 minutes of Drivecast? 50 minutes of Drivecast when like 5 people are talking. And, 5 people are... Anyway, so...
You shouldn't doubt...
Nah, more than 5, because I think it's going to be my only video on Saturday. But carry on.
Oh, because you burn out.
No, because I'm going to uni and I need to prepare.
I make time
I'm making time to make this video,
Hey, this ain't making a video. Hey,
This is half 3 in the morning, and I really need to go to sleep.
You don't. Not going
I
to.
do.
Nah.
You don't need to. You want to. Anyway, so
No, I need to.
I haven't made a video in 2 weeks. I'm in the same boat as Jay. I don't know what's really stopping me. I actually don't know. One thing that has been stopping me actually is usually I'll record a video. I'm like, hey, this is pretty shitty, and I end up scrapping it like every other video. And there's some times where I'm like, hey, this is shitty, but I'm gonna give it a chance in editing, and it comes out. Yep. So I'm like, hey, I should. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and record video, and I'm like, yes. So as far as how do I cope with the lack of racing games over the past year? Oh shit. Oh. What do I do when it comes to losing motivation for making YouTube videos? Is I just make one. I don't know. I look at my old ones and I'm like, hey, yeah, that's what I did differently, and yeah.
Right. So.
Please stop calling me gay. I touched a willy in high school once, and it was just a little mistake. So please stop calling me gay.
Right. So I would say around November, December time, it was the fact there was no games to play. And being at uni, I couldn't just go over to my shelf and grab a game. I've got lots of games in my shelf. I have lots of games. But I didn't bring
them to uni.
Take them.
And that's what I'm doing. Trust, I'm doing that now. But before, I didn't have that luxury. I didn't even bring my 360. So that narrowed down a lot of what I could
I don't understand that. Why wouldn't you?
Because the thing is,
going there for months. Why wouldn't you do that?
I grabbed a few, but I was like, probably because it's the fact I had to bring them all there. Where am I going to put them? And then bringing them all back, it's like it's a bit of a hassle. But like looking back on it now, if the fact I didn't bring my 360 was a mistake, because realistically, the 360 is the console with the most variety on.
My favorite console
that I own.
Personally,
like so many games you can play, and I'm gonna need to because I'm doing a challenge series let's play thing on it. But
promotion!
It's going up on my channel.
I'm joking. You can still promote on your own channel. You would do it.
Huh?
You can still promote on your own channel.
No, it's not really promotion at this point. Anyway, that was an issue for me. There was literally I made a mistake and I was like, shit, the ballin'. And then I also get when I'm joking from some days you just wake up and you're like, I don't want to do anything today.
I don't know if you're the same way, Jay, but like. When I have like free time, for example, during the week where I have no school and I'm out of a call with you guys and it's like 8 p.m. It's like I could really record right now, but I'm just gonna sit on my lazy ass and watch some YouTube videos.
Yeah, do you know what? It isn't that for me. It's if I'm not feeling it, then the video's not going.
Oh, that's the thing. I don't force myself to do it.
Like on my video anymore.
That's what I mean.
I'm
on the same track as you.
I usually have a video backlog, so like. If I don't want to upload, or like if I don't want to make a video, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I was like, I just want to play Rainbow Six all day. I usually got enough of a backlog where it's like, oh, okay, I can do that. But there are definitely days when I need to make a video, and I wake up and I'm like, I want to stay in bed. But I think
you don't need to. It's not really your job.
It's not. I feel obliged to. That's a better way of saying it. I feel obliged to do it, and it's like. It's one of those things, like I said it before, it's like, once I turn it on, it's alright, it's just getting everything set up. It depends on also what game it is. If it's on a PC game, oof, the troubles.
I don't understand how you can have so much of a problem with it. I think it's easier.
I mean, I guess just recording in general, you just don't want anything to go wrong. And like the other night, I was trying to record another fucking video. This is what I mean. If a video, for the past 2 weeks, I've tried recording 3 videos, and they all got corrupted. I was recording this one with CJ. I think my internet just cut out. So there goes my Xbox. It just completely like, I lose connection to Xbox Live, and I don't have the availability to go back on there and speak with CJ because my internet went down. And then the other night, I went to record with my GoPro, and for some reason, the thing was on like 2% when I had it plugged into my computer all day charging. And just overall shitty things happening to me every single time I record.
Today was the worst for me.
Could be anything.
Was the worst. Because I recorded that grid video. No, the dirt video, sorry. And first time it started recording was black. That's 20 minutes. And then I've got to wait for my camera to cool down. Because if I record for another 10 minutes, it's going to blow up. So then I've got to wait for it to cool down. Recorded it again. And then it's in some weird-ass 4:3 aspect ratio. So then I've got to wait again. And I've still restarted the game twice. I'm like, I'm not restarting again. I'm just going to go from where I'm at. And then I did it third time. And I was like, I've done it now. It's working. Everything's finally working. But it took 3 attempts. And I started early. I started at 4. And I didn't get done till like recording. Just recording. And keep in mind, I can only do like 20-30 minute sessions. Otherwise my camera's going to explode. So like it took me... Started at 4. Finished recording about... 6,
that's
7.
not too bad.
6, 7.
See, the thing with me though is, when I'm really feeling it, I'll get on to record. Like I'm really feeling it. Like when that shit happened, yeah, it pissed me off. But I could have easily got back on and forced myself to record. But the thing is when that happens, I'm like, I just get bummed out and I just don't want to do it anymore. And I just say, okay, fine, I'll just do it tomorrow whenever I'm feeling it. Like I have to feel a certain way to do it. I can't force myself to do it. That's not me.
If I'm down to make a video, like if I'm there making a video, that's fine. It's mainly when you just kind of like wake up and you're like, I've got a backlog. I'll just use a backlog.
I have motivation to edit all day. I could do that. That shit's my jam. But it's just the recording part that pisses me off. It's the most frustrating part because shit happens. I lose motivation right in the middle of it. Like I was recording a Burnout Paradise video the other day. Again, it's just right in the middle of it. It's just I snapped off and I just really wanted to like stop.
When you that's what I do is a lot. Is like in videos I'll stutter, and then I'll try to say it again, and I'll stop again, and I'll say it again, and it'll be like 3 times in a row I haven't said the right thing. I'm like, are you actually retarded, Cam? You're literally just saying the name of a car and you can't do it. That gets to me. That's more of an annoying thing. Like I just get pissed off at myself.
I think that's hilarious because when I do it, if anything, it makes me want to go even more because it's hilarious. By the end of it, like in the video that I recorded, the Trackmania. Oh shit, no, I shouldn't say the name of the game because then I'm gonna get no views, and this is gonna go up before my video. In the enter the game's name here. When I was recording it, I think I said something like 3 times. Oh yeah, it was people were saying my lips are fake because you can't really tell right now, but like my lips shine and it looks like I'm wearing plastic on my lips or I have lip gloss on. And I tried saying lip gloss and I said I'm not wearing a lip gloss yeah.
I don't stutter. I don't stutter like that.
No, I do.
I stutter like I can't. My stuttering is unwatchable. It's like I'm going for that, and I just can't
but that's the thing too, because when that happens, I don't think that's funny enough to put in, like to include, because like I'm like, okay, so today, and I'll forget like right in the middle of it.
That's literally, and it's like you can't do anything with that. It's just dead footage.
Yeah,
and that gets to me, but like that's just something that's just me being a retard. Anyway, is there anything else to say before we go on to the next one?
Tropoloinen.
If you could go back to 2016, January 2016, JN9 fan, Richard Seafoot. People know your full name now. What would you... And this is YouTube related, because we're keeping it YouTube topic, YouTube related. What would you have... No, keep it non-YouTube related. What would you have told yourself a year ago?
Bust more.
Actually, yeah, that, because I'm doing it like twice a day now, and back then I did it like once every week. So, I mean, not twice per day, like I meant every couple of days. Anyway, back then, I don't know. I would say, use Facecam earlier, because I didn't start using Facecam until about May. It was May of this year. Sorry, May of last year. Sorry, 2017. May of 2016. I didn't start to use. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and record Facecam, and I feel I was like, hey, that's I thought that was just it's another layer onto your recording, and it's fun. Yeah. So just use Facecam earlier, and also edit more, and that's it.
What the fuck?
Your turn, Jay.
I don't know.
Right.
Narnia.
Please stop calling me gay.
I think I would honestly I'll tell myself, hey, fuck boy, don't buy Need for Speed on PC, you fucking idiot. That's what I'd say. That was my biggest regret of last year. Why the fuck did I buy it? Do you know I don't play that? It was so pointless. I bought it for the camera mod, right? And then when I got to using the camera mod, I'm like, yo, this ain't even that popping, it's shit. So I'm like, oh, I just wasted money.
You know how to use it. That was basically what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoa, stop. What? I don't know how to use it. Well, I do know how to use it. It's just I don't need that to get good shots. I can use a normal camera because I'm not stupid. Fucking idiot.
Good.
You can't even make montages of shit.
No restrictions, you know.
That's not.
No restrictions. Like,
okay, you're not
camera mode with no restrictions is not an advantage. Okay.
You want on my level, stop it.
Not on your level.
You're not.
Oh,
nope.
God, Mr. Big Balls over here. Still the intern. Don't get gassed.
No, you are not on my level.
What was I gonna say? You made me completely forget what I was gonna say. What were we talking about? What would I tell myself a year ago? Don't be afraid to move away. Watch Dogs stuff be good. Everyone's froze.
Yeah.
Oh no. Everyone's freezing.
He can't hear us.
Hello?
Jay?
Jay's obviously... I've just seen him move. Trying to act like he's frozen dickhead. I would say, yeah, personality stuff. Watch Dogs do well. Don't be afraid to mix it up.
I don't know why with the Watch Dogs things, because he only made like 2-3 videos on that.
Made more than 2 videos on Watch Dogs.
You made like 5 videos in 1 year. That's nothing at all.
The game was only out for 2 months of that year.
Oh well, but you didn't. You know, like you made one every week.
I did for the first like.
Alright, down Ishmael go goal in yai go rice.
Yai. I go down. If I go down Cam's like feed of videos, I can just see like every once in a while his face is just put in there and distorted.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Q&A's next.
Mexican terrorist. What kind of fucking title is that?
You need to watch the video to understand. Hey, watch all the way. Make sure to hit the like. Interesting things happen all the way through.
And like go up. Your hair moves slightly more to the side.
Yeah.
If you did that, it would probably like all around me, off and your face, and it would just.
I don't even know how to respond to that. That's like one of those things I just like.
I love you.
I mean, you can make fun of me all I want for like until Tuesday, because I look like my hair right now makes me look like a gay Asian rock star from the 90s with Down syndrome. So
you basically are a gay Asian anyway. Q&A cars.
No. Q&A cars.
Oh my god, didn't even hear that in Impact. Tag Games 95 says, "What do you think about autonomous cars?"
Sorry?
What do you think about autonomous cars?
What's autonomous cars?
You don't know what autonomous means? Self-driving.
No.
No, you know, if he wasn't just if that person wasn't such a smart ass, he would just say self-driving cars and not autonomous.
You would know what autonomous means.
Not everyone knows what that means. I don't know. I've never heard that. I've never heard that word. What?
Neither.
No, that's fair enough.
If you want to make me feel like I'm any less smart than
I've heard that word before. So what do you think of it? Answer the question.
Individuals are different.
Why? I don't see the need for them. Maybe that lazy that we need cars that drive themselves. Really? Is that what we're getting to, humans? We can drive cars, climb mountains, do all this shit, but we need cars that can drive for us now. Is that really are you really trying to make this iRobot plot come real? Like, do you really what? Do you want to die? Is that what it is?
I want self-driving cars to take over the world and kill all humans.
I like the idea.
I don't.
No, you definitely don't.
I like the idea
Why?
of just being on the highway and just not touching the wheel and just letting it go straight.
That's called autopilot.
Not
autonomous driving. Autonomous is self-driving.
So he means completely self-driving cars. You set a destination and goes there. That's what he means. Not cars that you just press a button
Tesla's
and it
autonomous.
just yeah. But that's not like you can speak to it like, okay, Tesla, drive to, and it drive and it goes, okay, Cam, listen, shut the fuck up, okay?
It's not my fault you don't know what autonomous means.
All you had to say is no, shut up. This is dumb. Next question. I don't care about.
Like it. It's cool. It just never needs to be in a GTR. That's all I'm gonna say. It never needs to be in a GTR.
It never needs to be in any car.
That's it, ever.
So, would you like to see a day and night cycle in the Burnout spiritual successor?
It's gonna say a dead body.
That's a bit of an irrelevant question because it was in Paradise. So, of course.
Yeah. Mm.
Why would I want to downgrade? Zane Plays Dirt 3 says, which game did you grind for to unlock a certain car? For example, for him it was an Evo in Need for Speed Carbon.
Ooh.
That's hard because that's a long time ago. I haven't done a lot of grinding.
R32 for World, for that when it was about to close. No, I didn't really grind for the R32 on GTA Online.
You just bought it.
I just bought it.
Grinding.
I think that's the only one that can come to my head. The R32 for World, because that was like the most recent thing I remember.
I'm trying to tinky winky.
It would be some more Need for Speed, but I cannot remember. Maybe Undercover?
RX-8 in Underground 2.
That's way back then, man. I can't even think.
I just remember really liking that car, and I always used to buy it when I could.
I can't think that far back. I can think as far as
any Forza cars that you grinded for, like unicorn cars.
No, it's not that hard to grind in Forza.
No, unicorn cars like that were gifted by 1010 sort of thing.
Yeah.
Again, not my fault. You don't know what we're talking about. Right
no, it's
Okay, that's not called being retarded. It's called being ignorant.
With unicorn cars, you didn't have to grind them; you had to win them, and the way you won them was hard. You either had to win a competition.
Is that not a grind if it's hard?
Yeah, but you didn't know you was gonna get it. Unicorn cars were rare. You didn't see them. You just didn't see them.
So you didn't have any?
Yes.
You did have some?
I had like one. I think I had like the Ferrari 458 Scuderia or something. Not 458. Ferrari Scuderia or something. I can't remember the name of it.
The F...
Scuderia?
40? F4330 or something like that? Or was that 360 Scuderia or something?
Basically, that shit was one of the fastest cars in the game, and it was sick. And I got that. But towards the end of the game, towards the end of that game's life, I got gifted like two of every single unicorn car. It wasn't even. So I had them all at one point, but that was cheating. That's why it said cheating on my Xbox profile for the past like 3 years. It's gone now, but it said cheat. I used to get things in a bad way. It's not my fault. I didn't personally go into files and hack. That wasn't me or mod. I was the person that was like giving them. It was like I was giving the drugs.
You're trapping.
Trapping at the banda.
Anything else to say before we go on? None, you got one?
I can't remember, man. I will give you an answer, but I just can't remember. I mean, I don't know.
I can't really think that far back.
No world cars that you grinded for.
I mean, there's a lot of cars I grinded for. Like, a lot.
Is there not one that sticks out?
No.
Jesus Christ. Not one in World? I'm surprised because World was a grindy-ass game.
We did team... My my friends and I, we did team escapes all day, and that you got like a lot of cash per team escape, and I don't remember. I've had so many cars, I just don't remember.
Right.
Hey, look, I'm Jaeger.
No one's gonna get that. Going on to the next joke. It's from RX7 Boy, and his question is: Cam, are you gonna get Ghost Recon Wildlands? It looks good.
I'm not answering that question because it was only at you.
Well, you're not gonna get it anyway. You're gonna get Rainbow Six soon.
Yeah.
No, that's a lie. Okay, Jason.
He'll be shit at it. He'll be shit at it. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be hilarious. You're gonna be worse than CJ.
You're gonna get
shit.
Wildlands.
Me?
Maybe.
Probs. I'll probably not even buy it. Someone will just probably buy it on Game Show if I wake up one day and it's there.
It's coming out in March, so yeah, probably I'm not gonna get a Nintendo Switch. So, Harry Van,
I'm gonna be the only one with Nintendo Switch gameplay. Mario Kart.
you're gonna be doing Need for Speed 2017 on the Switch with the Joy-Con. You're gonna be like,
you get Theo doing like one video on it, like he did with VR.
oh yeah, he will. He'll definitely. He's
Make
gonna buy
one
it.
video.
He's gonna be sitting there, Need for Speed. He's gonna be like. Anyway, Harry Van. Next question is: what improvement would you like to see most from Need for Speed? I'm gonna answer this for everyone. Physics.
Definitely. Physics are like number one.
God.
Number one power.
What do you think's gonna happen to the Gran Turismo series next from Turbo Riders?
I don't know. Who knows?
GT7, After Sport, and lots of esports because they're just fucking Japanese and they don't understand what we're saying. That's it.
Toge.
I died. Oh, night.
If you enjoyed this episode of Drivecast, episode 98, hit the like, hit subscribe. If CJ remembers to put the links in the description. Any last words before we end?
There's only two genders.
Stay safe. And peer. Oh my.
Yikes. Poor souls, the poor little 10-year-olds, I've got to see that, man. Poor kids.
I'm still waiting for Nina to give me the cue.
And peace.
There we go.
Jesus.
Cover it, Jay.
Cover it, Dad. Cover it.
Cover it, Jay.
Cover it. Cover it. Hit the folks.
Wildcard.
Oh.